Welcome back to Southern Lightwork. I didn't forget the name of my channel. I'm just, I started channeling and I had something in mind for this reading. I'm just trying to let Spirit tell me if that's what I'm supposed to do a reading on or if it's something else. I've had a headache today, so that could mean something for somebody. I know a lot of people have headaches, but I don't get headaches. And so it's like, it's something that I have to pay attention to. If I have a headache, like it usually means something, like it's a tension headache, which is most often what I get from sleeping wrong, standing wrong, having my head down too long. Now this may not be about muscle tension at all. It may just be about tension in general. There's some tension. Somebody's feeling some heavy tension. So I want to see what that is about. And if there's any messages, any advice for us, for the collective. So yeah, let's see what we get. I'm going to use this fortune teller oracle deck that I just got. I'm going to get try not to blow my candle out. I'm going to ask Spirit for a card for the collective in the current moment and a card for the collective for what's coming. If I may, please, Spirit. Please protect anyone watching this video, including myself making the video. Please protect us in a platinum bubble, impenetrable force field, shielding us from anything negative, anything contrary, anything attempting to cause confusion, any energies, any entities that attempt to attach and distort this message. Please help me to be a clear channel. Only Spirit's messages and of the highest, purest white light. And so it is. And so it is. So it is. Like I need some white stag energy. I'm going to put my white stag lighter here. The white stag has come to me more than once in meditation, so. And I've seen one in real life. Made eye contact with him. It was actually, I would say, a buck. I don't think it was a grown deer. It was a buck with antlers. We made eye contact once on a trail. I was walking real early in the morning about 2 years ago. And, I mean, for a good, 2 seconds, which feels like forever when you're making eye contact with such a majestic creature. And then in meditation, I've seen a white stag in the forest. So, yeah, my dude kind of watches out for me. And this was after I bought the Spirit Animal Oracle that has a white stag on the cover. Y'all probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know where it is right now. I have to dig it out of my my stash. I got way too many decks. I will be the first to admit. Spirit, please give us a message for current moment and for anything we need to know in the future. Current moment, please. What do we need? What does the collective need to know about the... That's too many. That's half the deck. Just one message, please, Spirit. Okay. Maybe we need two. Your magical abilities are growing. Use them wisely. And a sacred ritual will bring you clarity and insight. That feels like the 2 messages I asked for. This is present. Your magical abilities are currently growing. Use them wisely. And a sacred ritual will bring you clarity and insight. So we got present energy, future energy. So I want to use my Black Church Oracle to get some additional messages before I clarify with tarot. So let's do that. Let's do that. This deck is available. If you don't already know, now you know. It is available on Etsy for purchase. I'm trying to get it set up on my actual website on southernlightwork.com. Probably should be promoting that more. I'm gonna see if I can make it available on there too. You can just get it directly from me. Just, you know, a lot of people use Etsy for marketing purposes. So I did the same. However, I don't know. I may remove it from Etsy. Just cut out the overhead, you know, not the middleman. That's what I want to say. There's something about, you know, everything that happens in a reading is relevant. So this tension that I'm feeling could be about a middleman. There's somebody that is in the middle. There's somebody that, or something, some energy that's blocking something, causing tension. So let's see, what about these I can't say it. Throat chakra. Your magical abilities are growing. Use them wisely. Let's see what the Church Oracle has to say. My Black Church Oracle. What else do we need to know? Resurrection. This is the equivalent to the World card in tarot. Because just like the World card, the resurrection of Jesus was not the end, right? If you are a Christian or you know anything about Christian doctrine, that is the crux of the whole religion, is Jesus is not dead, right? So with the World card, it's not the end of your life. It's not the end of everything. It's the end of a cycle. It's the end of an entire period of a fool's journey. The fool's journey has come to an end once you get to the World card. So with your magical abilities growing, it also signifies an ending, a complete ending, not a 10 of swords, not a tower, because neither of those things are the actual ending. Those things are kind of like precursors to the actual ending of a cycle. This is the end of the cycle. So your gifts are coming with that at the same time, simultaneously. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about the magical abilities growing? Deacon. This also coincides with the tarot card. It is number 9. It coincides with the Hermit. So they're clearly growing in secret. Or they have grown. I mean, we're talking about the present. So if you are in hermit mode right now and you haven't already like come upon new gifts, whatever that is, that can be, it can be spiritual gifts, it can be perceptual gifts. Like you could realize that you are clear, some type of clear is coming online, or more than one clear, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, whatever it is. You're recognizing it now. You're understanding what it is. You're learning about it. The deacon is in the church is somebody who does a whole lot behind the scenes, right? A whole lot behind the scenes. The pastor is the front man or front woman. And, you know, in the Baptist church. So this is what you're doing. You're gathering information behind closed doors to be used for this, or if your magical abilities are community building, organizing. There's a whole lot of people that need some community assistance right now, and just community involvement, feeling like they belong to something. So whatever that means for you, Let's get one more, please. For these magical abilities. Choir. Make a joyful noise. So this is quite opposite of the deacon. Like, this is behind closed doors, sometimes quiet, sometimes unsung, sometimes like literally the opposite of a choir. Like, you're singing. Choirs make a joyful noise. They come together. They're with other people. There's several people in this card. The choir is made up of at least 2 people, you know. It's a duet if it's 2, an ensemble if it's like what, 4 or 5. This is a whole choir. Like, this is the community I'm talking about. So there's something about you using whatever you're learning that's at the end of a cycle to use them wisely. You're called to do something with them. You acquire skills. So many people think that I'm just supposed to get good at playing the guitar. I'm just supposed to, just for personal growth. No, if you have like a God-given gift, there's some component that like requires you to share it with people. Even if it's I post myself playing online. I start a YouTube channel. I start a Discord, whatever it is that you do. And I don't know anything about Discords. I know it's something that people younger than me are using. So please forgive me if that doesn't make any sense to you. But the point is that you're supposed to do something publicly with whatever gift you have, with whatever magical abilities are coming online. So whatever that means for you. Let me move these over just a little bit. I might need some more space when I pull the tarot. Okay, and for the future, sacred ritual will bring you clarity and insight. Actually, I'm going to wait to do those. I'm going to get tarot first. And I'm using the Lubanco tarot deck that I just got, which is absolutely stunning. These images are so beautiful. Some of them are probably cannot show. So I'm going to do my best to try to cover them up. I haven't put any stickies on them because I don't want to mess up the cards. But they shuffle so nicely. So nicely. Let's see. We can clarify what this means for magical abilities. What else do you need to know, Spirit? Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers. So this is giving even if you're not ready. Even though this person feels ready in this deck. Like, this image is of a person of like in this position of like they look like they're about to just take off and run. They're pressing on this pentacle down here that kind of looks like they're pushing a button. Right? Like, this is the activation button. But they're ready to say something, to invest in something, to start something, to build something. And I guess this is ahead of looks like a mixture between a cat and a rabbit. I don't know. But this card is movement all over it. And pentacles are usually slow moving, right? But it's okay. Because it seems like once it gets moving, once it gets started, maybe it's taken time to build up to this point, but once it gets started, it's going to take off. This end of a cycle is going to bring slow and steady movement. Because now I'm also getting like this person is also observing. They're kind of observing their surroundings and not quite ready to go yet. Not quite ready to launch. So maybe you're still cooking. Maybe you're still trying to figure things out. Well, what is this tension about, though? That's what I want to know. Man, the deacon or Hermit energy, Spirit. What can you tell us about that? I'm getting like somebody's ready to come out and say something that they've been holding back for a while. Ten of Pentacles. From the Page of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. That what you are doing in secret, what you're doing, what you're learning is going to lead to a Ten of Pentacles. Generational wealth, generational wisdom. It's not just about money. It's about like planting the next generation. I'm hearing. I love the decks that depict the Ten of Pentacles with a huge tree, like this beautiful, ginormous tree. And there's like people on the other side of the trunk, and see the person inside the trunk, the bottom of the tree. Actually, inside the tree looks like somebody else in hermit mode. Like this is what it takes to get to this. That's what you find out in hermit mode, is how to do this, how to build this. And what about choir? What else can you tell us about choir card? What about the community of significant, Spirit? What about singing, speaking, joining? Came out sideways, but the moon. Oh. Okay, so something that's been hidden is going to be revealed. And I'm getting it's going to be maybe it's already been revealed. Has it already been revealed? If magical abilities are growing. Okay, so let me see about this future energy then. Sacred ritual will bring you clarity and insight. Tell us about this sacred ritual, or what that clarity is going to be, Spirit. Watch night service. Okay, if you don't know what a watch night service is, this is described in my guidebook that I made myself. Watch night service is basically a church service that's held in black churches on New Year's Eve. You know, some people don't go out and party. They go sit in church all night. Did that many, many years of my life with my family. But it's to commemorate basically the news that the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed by Abraham Lincoln, setting, you know, all of the enslaved people free, quote unquote. And the news was going to come like on New Year's Day, whatever year that was. So 1863, I want to say. But it's just something that people do, and it coincides with, I mean, there's a Christmas tree in there because thanks AI. I left it just because, you know, it's still fitting. People still have their Christmas trees up around New Year's. But yeah, that's what that is. So like, if a sacred ritual that brings you clarity and insight, and the watch night service comes out, like commemorating something that had to do with freedom, this is something that's going to, maybe the ritual includes something that makes you feel free. Or that's a clue that that's what the ritual will be, because the card leaves it to the imagination, right? You decide what that ritual is. You decide what makes you feel free, what brings you clarity and insight. Okay, what else? Okay. Archbishop. His card coincides with the tarot, the Hierophant. The Hierophant, and so many people say it different ways. I say Hierophant, it sounds country. I don't know. I don't know. It's just how it slips out. Hierophant, Hierophant, however you say it. Yeah, the Hierophant is intuitive, masculine. It is the card that's about contracts, about sacred contracts. And this Archbishop is intentionally supposed to look like he's, even though he's standing at a pulpit, like he's either delivering a sermon or officiating a wedding. Since the Hierophant is about contracts, establishing contracts in the upright, breaking contracts in the reverse. So maybe the sacred ritual is a wedding for some of you. A traditional church wedding will bring you clarity and insight. That's nice if that's what you want. What else? Benediction. I pull this card out all the time when I use this deck. This benediction is the last blessing before you leave church in some churches. So it's like the pastor or whoever delivered the message usually is the one that gets that opportunity to like send everyone away with a blessing, to send everyone away with a last final word. And I think I put in the guidebook something my dad used to say in a lot of benedictions is a description of this. Basically says, "May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another." And it's also about community. Like, this church is a community. This sanctuary includes people that are in community together. So it's kind of like us praying for each other as we depart from the same space from each other. So that's also given me soul tribe. You know, like maybe sacred ritual includes just communing with people that are like-minded, people that are also spiritual, people that work in the same industry, people that want the same thing, have the same goals. Other musicians if you're a musician, you know, other architects if you're an architect, whatever that is for you. That's what it feels like with this. So let's see what tarot has to say about that. I'm feeling less tension as I do a body scan. Actually, I don't feel the headache anymore. So maybe that's significant too. Like, these things are going to relieve stress for you. Just acknowledging, like, walking in your purpose, doing exactly what you're supposed to do can relieve the tension you feel. For so many times where we find ourselves in relationships and jobs, and 143 on the clock. I keep seeing 143. It's one of the many numbers I see all the time. But yeah, you can be in a situation that feels completely wrong, and that can be what's causing your anxiety, your pain, your stress, all of those things, because you convinced yourself that you can't leave. But one of my, if I had a manifesto, it would start with, "You are never stuck." You know, just like, I love to remind myself of that. I love to remind other people of that. Like, so many times we're stuck in our own minds, and there really are no boundaries. It may take some maneuvering. It may take some strategy to get out of whatever you're in, wherever you are. It may take some time. It may take some heartache and pain. It might take some asking for help. But at the end of the day, you are never stuck. Never. I don't care what it is. And especially if it's something that you've put yourself in, you can get yourself out. Believe you me. You may not even have all the answers. I pray about it. If I can't think of how to get out of a situation, how to get out of a bad I don't know, some predicament that feels impossible. Like, I just pray about it. Please give me the wisdom. Give me a sliver of some advice, a sliver of a resource. And then, like clockwork, I come up with, oh, I didn't think about, I can access this resource. I can access this person. I can think of so many different ways to get myself out of a situation that feels like a dead end. So it's my little bit of tidbit of advice. What can you tell us about this Watch Night Service card, Spirit? Why is Watch Night Service here with this sacred ritual? Okay. You want to come out? What are we waiting for somebody's waiting? I just got somebody's waiting for confirmation of something. Somebody's waiting for the confirmation of a judgment. To be able to start a new contract with somewhere else. The Star. Yep, she is the Star. Wish fulfillment. Somebody is waiting for an answer for their wish fulfillment, for what they think will be their wish fulfillment. And I'm going to put homegirl under and cover up her top. She's got little rosebuds out, so we're going to cover those up. Yeah, what about Archbishop? What about this contract? What the sacred ritual will has to do with. Okay. Make sure this one is not. Okay, that was the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Swords in reverse. And this picture depicts like somebody sneaking up on someone else who is sleeping. If you can see that. About to stab them in the back, right? While they're sleeping. Oh, underhanded, whatever. But it's in reverse. So maybe somebody feels like they stabbed 1:44 on the clock now. Somebody on another. I mean, it's definitely been more than 1 minute, but all of my clocks and phones have different times on them. I just use it to my advantage. So even though that time may be completely wrong, I read it when I see it. So that is giving the frequency, that's twin flame frequency, is it not? Union frequency. As I'm reading this Archbishop and Seven of Swords in reverse, somebody wants to do the opposite of betray. Somebody wants to talk about what's coming out, what's been revealed. They want to come clean. Somebody wants to come clean about something. About benediction. Is this about soul tribe? One card, please, Spirit. Oh, come on. Trying to stick together. That's funny. Trying to stick together. Who's trying to stick together? Since I'm pulling a card on this soul tribe benediction, while may the Lord wash between. Is this? What is this? Okay, that feels like more than one card, but let's see. Strength and the Eight of Cups. Okay, well, so with the benediction giving me a parting blessing, and then I pulled the Eight of Cups with strength. Like, for Look, sacred ritual can also be leaving something. Getting the courage to leave something that's going to relieve your tension. It's going to relieve the tension that you've been feeling. And all of this can be, I'm just reading energy, so this could have nothing to do with you. This could have to do with somebody that is in your energy. So either you or someone that means something to you is gathering the strength. And these are 2 8s. The strength card is an 8 and 8 of cups. It's abundance. Someone feels like they will be free and abundant if they leave a situation that they're in. And they're getting the courage. And this card, I love this. I love this artwork on this deck. I mean, it's so creative, and like this. If you're into BDSM, or you know someone who is, this is so giving, because this is a feminine. And with these hairy thighs and hairy forearms, this feels like a masculine or somebody on T. I don't know. Which is still in, like, you know, maybe not born male, but somebody who is masculine. Kind of. Alright, I'm trying not to say too much because I don't know what's allowed. But it's kind of like after a moment that they had together, because this person is wearing a mask, a lion mask, right? Because traditional strength card, it's a young woman taming a beast, taming a lion, getting comfortable with a lion, putting her hand in its mouth, like, and it's trusting her. And this is total trust. It's a trust position. This person is kneeling in front of this feminine. She's got her legs wrapped around them. It's totally intimate. It's entirely intimate. And he's naked. Vulnerable. She is not. So take that if it resonates. There is something about, whether you're masculine or feminine, there is something about somebody wanting to be vulnerable and courageous at the same time. Because, you know, as you become more enlightened and as you mature and heal emotionally, like, you realize vulnerability is courage. It takes courage to be vulnerable. It takes strength to be like that with someone, to be that trusting, to be that, to be willing to kneel in front of someone and let them envelop you. Like, all right, I think you get my point. And then the 8 of Cups. It's interesting too. This one, usually it looks like the person is, you know, voluntarily walking away from the cups. This looks like laser tag, like somebody is falling. Somebody has tossed the cups up and this person is falling, and like somebody shook them up with the cups and they're avoiding all the lasers. Like, something about being targeted. Somebody was targeted. Or they're laser focused on wherever they're headed. And it has to do with soul tribe, with somebody that you're somebody that feels like part of your community. And it's also like somebody is leaving a community. Well, yeah, this feels like somebody's leaving a community. With the benediction, being vulnerable and Laser focused on where they're going. Somebody's leading a community. Okay. So, and as usual, I like to get extra tarot. I like extra tarot to extra clarify. So I'm going to use one more tarot deck. Let me do my do the Fountain Tarot. I haven't done these in a long. We haven't used this deck in a while. It was the second deck I bought, I believe. It's my junior deck, I call it. What else? What else can we know, Spirit, about these cards? Do 2 more shuffles. It's a nice quality deck too. Alright. Sufficient. I shuffled them. Page of Pentacles. What about the Page of Pentacles, Spirit? 4 of Coins. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody is Page of Pentacles clarified by the 4 of Pentacles. That's why they're not moving yet. They want to give him send a message before they move. But they're they're still building. But you know, you stack things in the winter. You stop moving as fast. You start building, thinking of how animals hibernate. Squirrels gather. I saw a little squirrel like taking some brush to the tree to build a nest, or whatever those little nests are called. I think there's a specific name for what the squirrels build, but I can't think of it right now. Somebody is still trying to build up something. They're trying to save. They're trying to they're getting ready for something. Why the 10 of Pentacles with the Deacon? The Star. The Star again. They've got their eye on their wish fulfillment. They've been working on achieving their wish fulfillment. Why the Moon? Can you tell us what's hidden? Queen of Wands. You see it, I don't know if that showed up on the camera, but it kind of fell in reverse. Somebody's been dealing with a Queen of Wands. Let me move these up a little bit, because I don't think they're being shown. Why is the Queen of Wands in reverse? For the Star to come out and then followed by the Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody's being exposed for something. Because magical abilities. Somebody is listening to their intuition. Maybe they're even... This could be you. Could be getting insight on something that's been hidden. What about Watch Night Service and the Star? What are we waiting for? Okay, that was set 2. The most I'll take is 2. I get the World and the Queen of Cups, y'all. So that's another duplicate. The World and the Resurrection card are the same. The end of a cycle. And a Queen of Cups. Clarifying the Star. And Watch Night Service. It's the end of a cycle. The ultimate ending of a cycle. And for this to come out on the future side, like, this is giving me, you're gonna, somebody sees the end of everything with a Queen of Cups. Their wish fulfillment is this. What about Archbishop and the Seven of Swords in reverse? Okay, that came out immediately is the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's working on Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's working hard on something. For the Hierophant, Archbishop, Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody wants to clear the air, and they're working on something to do that. What about the Benediction, Strength, and Eight of Cups, or 8-8 stack? You gotta be kidding me. It's Eight of Wands. It's 3 8s. 8-8-8. It's abundance energy. It's infinity energy. It's they're building the courage to leave something. They're laser focused on where they're going, and they're coming in hot. The Eight of Wands is fast movement. They're coming in hot. So what's at the bottom? Okay, I'm gonna tear up my table. It's the bottom of the decks. Maid of Honor. This is a 52, reduces to a 7. This is luck. It's very, very good luck. But this card is meant to depict not just the Maid of Honor, somebody's right-hand woman or man. Doesn't have to be a woman. But I wanted it to look like she caught the bouquet. So she's next in line. She's next in line. All right, well, this turned into a love reading. Quite clearly. She's next in line. Somebody is about to see what all this is about. What tension has been building. Maybe your magical abilities are that you've known this all along. Or whoever is coming in has known this all along. Maybe both have. Okay. Bottom of this deck. Actually, you can do the bottom of this deck first. Six of Wands. It's the victory card. Coming back from battle. Decorated. Coming back to a celebration. Somebody's cheering this on. Seven of Cups is underneath that. So Six of Wands. And under bottom of this deck is the Ace of Swords. So the Moon card to come out about a Queen of Wands in reverse, and then Ace of Swords at the bottom of this deck. This is truth. It's clarity. That this message is the truth. That it's new communication. King of Pentacles underneath that. Queen of Swords underneath that. Justice. I mean. Okay. So. This is a magical connection. This is a, I mean, I pulled the, it's a twin flame connection. I think higher level soulmate, kingdom spouses, whatever you want to call them, are meant to be together. Somebody's at the end of a cycle, and they're planning for their wish fulfillment. It's out here twice. The world is out here twice. Resurrection in the world from tarot. In the future, and the present, and the future. Okay. Something's going to be revealed. So let's get some charms. I'm going to shut it off. Time is on the timer. Okay. You could also be seeing 444. A lot of fours. I've been seeing fours today. I've seen 444 3 times. Twice on the clock, AM and PM. Yes, I was still awake. And a couple other places, like on, you know, social media counters. If I see it, I see it. And it's going to keep coming until I acknowledge it. Right now I'm playing this frequency, and the next video is the 888 hertz. 888 frequency. 888. First card I pull is gingerbread. A little gingerbread man. So there could be something significant about Christmas coming up. Whether you celebrate or not. The Christmas holiday season. I don't do timelines. I don't believe in them. Because time is an illusion. So when it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. As frustrating as that may feel. I think it's do yourself a favor if you just accept that. I know I'm still working on it, but you know, some days are easier than others. God's timing is always better than our timing. Always. I love this little heart. It's like two sides of one heart. They're very different, but they fit together. And they're different sizes. So it's giving there's something very different about the two of you. Could be a height difference. A big height difference. But it is, yeah, it's giving. We fit together no matter what. Also, I'm thinking about that. Her name is Leon Lahavas. I love her music. She has a beautiful voice and an amazing guitarist. But I'm thinking about that song, They Could Be Wrong. If you ever heard that, look that up. Leon Lahavas. Havas. Yeah. Why am I getting that this... Just looking at these cards again. Something is being made public. A collaboration about something that's being hidden from a Queen of Wands in reverse. Alright, let me get back to the charms. Just look down at that and heard a different message. Okay. Never pulled that one before. It's a horse head with a bridle on. So, it's giving night energy. Which kind of night, I don't know. But it feels like movement. Nights are about movement, right? I don't think I pulled any nights in this spread. It's interesting, I almost always pull nights. Could mean there's no movement yet. Even though we got 8 of Wands. Something's moving fast, though. Maybe that exit is fast. But I don't know, we'll see. Got a shamrock, a 4-leaf clover. No, it's not green. It's more luck. More luck is in the mix here. I always use some luck. Oh, never pulled that before. It's a mask. For a masquerade mask. With a crown. Somebody's mask is coming off, and they are or have already stepped into Empress energy with that crown. Okay, well, Mask is coming off. Let it come off. I have never pulled that charm out of here before. There's a cat. Some cat energy that's giving me independence. Somebody's single. Whoa. Somebody's single. Maybe you're both single. Cats are also really intuitive. Right? I mean, I think all animals are, but cats are especially intuitive. It's a little orange stagecoach. So, I had a past life channel the other day. And I was like in a stagecoach waiting for somebody. Somebody could resonate with the Cinderella story. And it's definitely giving stagecoach from Cinderella. Yeah, somebody could resonate with that. Just being, you know, treated badly for all of your life until you grow up and become a princess. Like, who saw that coming? Clearly not the people that counted you out, that wanted you to be downtrodden and desperate and ugly and whatever. Not being petty, but, you know, people that don't want you to succeed will definitely talk about your looks. This is Dragonfly. Dragonflies are magical beings. They are also very resilient. Spawn kind of like lotus flowers from murky water. I used to see them in the springtime. They are constantly around my house because I have a lot of overgrown thing. It's a new neighborhood, and a lot of the lots between and like spaces in between the houses are overgrown. So it's just like perfect for dragonflies. What else? Let me get a couple more. This is a heart. Make sure I have it turned right. Yeah, it's like a textured little heart. But there's something about it. 2 holes on either side. I'm hearing hold on to my heart. Somebody wants you to hold on to their heart. Or they want to hold on to yours. Both. That's nice. I literally feel no tension right now. I don't feel the same tension I felt at the beginning of this reading. So it's being relieved. It's dissipating. Somebody's freeing themselves from something that was causing tension. Or someone, child. What is... Oh, it's an adult and a baby elephant. A mama and baby, daddy and baby. You know, it could be either. I can't tell what gender based on this little tiny little charm, but elephants are about obstacles, right? Overcoming obstacles are also spiritual representations of spirit. Somebody's overcoming an obstacle that had to do with a child. Somebody is overcoming an obstacle that had to do with a child. Did I say I said that? So, if you've been wondering about timing, if you know who this person is, if you have been wondering why you haven't heard anything, why you don't feel anything, why their energy feels kind of blah, they've been fighting through something. They've been fighting through something, and it has to do with a child. I don't know what age, I don't know what, but get one more, last one. 2:11 on the clock. I see that constantly. Clocks on trucks, on merchandise, on timers, counters, everything. Like I see I've been seeing 211, basically all of the numbers with 11, but especially 211 for months now. It's the High Priestess in Justice. Okay, last one, Scorpio. We just got out of Scorpio season. Well, we just got out of Scorpio season. But that can be significant. You or your person could have a Scorpio placement. It's a water sign. It is a I love you so much I cut you energy. I love you so much I would cut you energy. Or cut anybody about you. For sure. Scorpios are extremely protective. Very. If they let you know. If they let you know that they care, then they will do some underhanded shit to protect somebody they love and care about. But with the best intentions. Oh, man. So, that's the reading. I think that it's a happy ending. There's some truth that's going to come out. There's some magical abilities that I feel like are going to kind of, if you don't have anything else in common, you're going to have that in common. There are some magical abilities between you and this person. But you are wish fulfillment for each other, I think. Some cycles have ended or are ending. And somebody is definitely walking away. Or has already walked away, has destroyed everything to get rid of their tension. Life's too short, y'all. This life, this human existence is way too short. It goes by too fast for anybody to stay anywhere they don't want to be. And 2:14 on the time right now. Something could be happening around Valentine's Day. I don't know. Could be somebody's birthday, anniversary. It's also the High Priestess and Temperance card. So, whatever this means for you, I hope it is helpful. And I'm going to wrap it up and go to bed. So I'm trying to do better. I'm really trying to do better and not be up till 5 o'clock in the morning. So thanks for watching. I love y'all. This is absolutely from my imagination to yours. Have a good night.